Okay, 8th graders, today we're talking about solving real life problems. And our essential question is, can you use a linear equation in two variables to model and solve a real life problem? So, can you write an x and y equation to model and solve a real life problem? Our first problem says the percent y in decimal form of battery power remaining x hours after you turn on a laptop computer is y equals negative 0.2x plus 1. So I know I need my y-intercept to be 1, but if I use this as one whole, I'm going to have a hard time going down 0.2 over 1. I'm not going to be able to see very easily where my graph is going. So I'm going to mark each of these as 0.2. So 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and then one whole. So my y-intercept is here at one whole. And I'm going down 0.2 over 1, down 0.2 over 1, down 0.2 over 1, down 0.2 over 1, down 0.2 over 1. So my graph of my line looks like this. And I need to interpret the x and y intercepts. Well, the x-intercept is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that 5, it's 5 and 0. So the battery is at 0 power after 5 hours. So 5 hours until the battery is 0. The y-intercept is one whole, and that one whole shows us 100% of the battery is charged. After how many hours is the battery power at 75%? Well, the percent y, so the percent is y. So we put in 75% or 0.75 for y, and that equals negative 0.2x plus 1. So now I can figure out how many hours x it'll take for the battery to be at 75%. So I subtract 1 from both sides. I get negative 0.25 equals negative 0.2x. And then I can divide by negative 0.2. I'm going to use a calculator. So negative 0.25 divided by negative 0.2 gives me 1.25. And here I'm talking about after how many hours? 1.25 hours. Don't forget to label your answers. The next problem says the amount y in gallons of gasoline remaining in a gas tank after driving x hours is y equals negative 2x plus 12. Graph the equation. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, if I count up by 2's, I can get 12 right here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'm starting at 12. I'm going down 2 over 1, 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 and down 2 over 1. Now it looked like I was just going down 1 over 1, but remember each of these is 2. 10 to 8 is 2. So it looks like one block, but I'm really only going down, it looks like one block, but I'm actually going down 2 numbers. So again, I interpret the x and y intercepts. Well, the x-intercept is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after 6 X tells me hours, so after 6 hours, there's 0 gas in the tank. And the y-intercept is 12, and the y is gallons, so 12 is 12 gallons in the full tank. And after how many hours are there 5 gallons left? Well, X is hours, gallons would be here. So it'd be in the middle here and in the middle here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So it looks like 4 1/2, but let's test it out. So we fill in 5 for Y, because Y is gallons. Fill in 5 for Y equals negative 2x plus 12. So I subtract 12 from both sides. I get negative 7 equals negative 2x. Divide by negative 2. I get x equals 3 1/2. Now let's see. Oh, that's right. This was 3 1/2. 1, 2, 3 1/2. I just can't count today. Alright, turn your paper over. The next one says the graph relates the percent of battery life Y left in an MP3 player to the amount of playing time it has left. Write an equation of the line. Well, let's take a look. We know we're going to have Y equals. And here we have, it looks like 100 for my y-intercept. And my slope is down 1 over 1. Now, it's down 1 block over 1 block, but it's actually down 10 on the battery life. And it's over 0 to 2 would be 2 hours. And this is battery life in percent form. So you're losing 10% every 2 hours. So my slope is negative 10 over 2x plus 100. And that's the equation of my line. On the last one, you are buying shirts for an organization. You have $120 to spend. The number of short-sleeved shirts, Y, you buy after buying X long-sleeved shirts is Y equals negative 2x plus 24. You need to graph the equation and then interpret the X and Y intercepts. And that is your only homework assignment. Graph this one little equation and tell me what the x-intercept means and the y-intercept means. Have a great night.